sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ramrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you.
Kelly, something we haven't talked about. We want to be in the same house.
What do you want to be in the same house?
I mean, I figured we could.
What house do we want to go to?
I don't know.
Okay, what house did you pick last time, Kelly?
I'm a Gryffindor.
And I'm a Huffle.
And you both need to be in Slytherin.
Alright.
Alright.
Black. Prepare yourself to
Easy enough.
the headmaster.
That works.
I figured I'd make it easy. Just
oh yeah.
figure you pick something other than what the two of y'all are, and then go.
Oh yeah.
Well, in all the tests, I'm like one question away from a fucking Slytherin anyway.
If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I like how he says that and then you immediately get sorted. It's like, you might be able to get sorted, and then you're immediately sorted.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Teostra's the last one I need to get.
Hell yeah.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Okay.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
And the Destroyer.
Is it ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition. An eagerness.
I get everything I need on this one. I think this will be my last time. They take 20 minutes apiece.
I got Slytherin. I didn't have to choose Slytherin.
You didn't have to choose Slytherin?
Well, it's like, you know how after you pick your choices, it gives you, hey, do you want to pick another house?
Oh, yeah.
Slytherin.
I didn't have to pick another house.
Picking ambition, didn't it?
Yep. See, what got me Hufflepuff was fucking loyalty. Bastards.
Oh, and one
I think, what is it, daring?
Due to the unfortunate injury
Oh.
on the pitch in last spring's final,
That's
this year's
what-
Quidditch
that was
season
the one that
has
got me
been
Gryffindor.
cancelled.
Or bravery?
The one of the two, and the other one gives you
It's
Ravenclaw.
not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying...
Motherfucker's a hoe.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
He's just an unnecessary douche canoe.
It's quite
Yeah, he
uncommon
is.
for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
Here we go.
Can be quite
You may or
resourceful.
may not be
I
sorted.
suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Wow.
Very well. Aspiration.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope
Now
you
I get
enjoy
to
your
run
first
around
night at
Slytherin.
Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Yeah. To the dungeons we go.
Right. And apparently, like, Ravenclaw is like the worst because you don't get as many side quests.
Really?
Yeah.
Looks like everyone's gone.
I would think that they would do that for the ones that aren't as popular. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
kind of like an incentive. Because, I mean, Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw are kind of pushed to the side a lot.
They are.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
But
I mean, I'm fairly confident that if I was to do that, it would be
Can I help
Gryffindor
you?
for mine. But
Oh, you're the new fifth year.
oh no, y'all are
I'm
more in
Sebastian
tune with
Shadow.
all of that. What do y'all
Welcome
think?
to Slytherin.
Agree or disagree?
Not everyone has
I would agree with it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it depends on how you want to answer and feel that day.
Impressive. Dreadful way to go.
Well, I mean, they've already said numerous times throughout the books,
Glad
the
you
movies,
figured
and everything that you have attributes of every house in you. It's just certain ones stand out more predominant all the time.
Yeah.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless. Interesting perspective.
What?
How did you and Fig manage to escape? It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest. Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
I can agree with that though.
What book were you reading?
I think everybody
Has a
fits
few interesting
all
things,
four
but
to an
not
extent.
exactly what I
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
looking
no,
for.
well, that's what
I'm
I
sure
was
you'll
saying.
find
And
out
then,
soon enough. But not
like
every
your
spell you may
your
make
more
can be
common
thrown out.
attributes
A
would be
science
what
textbook.
gets you put into.
That house.
Yeah.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian.
Your
I'll let you get back to your book.
the house she gets
Nice
ordered
meeting you
into.
too. Good luck today.
Yep.
Might want to think that again. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Fucking idiot.
Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah.
Got
Yeah,
played
I'm trying to
wizard
get to where I can
trick-
You're
pause
the
this
trick.
for a
The
second.
one who barged in with Professor Fig last night.
Like,
Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have.
oh, so you
lured
tried to
that
give me
dragon
Gryffindor,
away.
and I didn't even
My
answer any
skills in a
questions.
broom are legendary.
Oh, I know why.
Why?
Because I have it linked now.
Oh.
We handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of the
Like, I already have my Pottermore linked.
Grum would have been kindred.
Yeah, I haven't done mine.
Not the way
Right.
I fly.
Now that I've been sorted, I'm
Perhaps
gonna
one
run
of
tuck
these
these
days
kids in. I'll be
show
right
you a
back.
thing or two
All
about
right.
flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Are you a keen wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Man, fuck this bitch.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new Vicky. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt. Nice to meet you, Ominous. Well, you certainly had a memorable
This guy looks
ride.
blind.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark,
Yeah, he
I have
does.
to start right away. You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days, though I doubt you will. Were you expecting to be sourced into Slytherin? Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree. Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid? Yes.
What are you
I've
hunting
never
now?
heard of a mermaid.
You still hunting?
Hey, Astra.
Oh, okay.
It is fun to play along though.
No, so far I've been lucky enough to get everything that I've needed to get.
Thank you, Ominous.
Each time I've killed one of them.
Pleasure was all mine.
That's nice.
Right now I'm fighting Teostra because I need 2 of his horns, and there's only one way to get him, breaking his head.
Yeah.
So I broke out the hammer.
What have you been playing with your twin blades?
No, my greatsword.
Oh.
I've been using my poison greatsword.
Seems like you're enjoying it.
It is. It's nice.
Good morning.
I've actually enjoyed the. I like the numbers off of it. I mean, it's got some solid numbers that.
Well, you are here. Make the
Did not
most
expect
of it.
that. I died.
You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your
He just all of a sudden jumped in the air and
joining us
freaking
at
blew
the
fire at my culo.
you'll need
Oof.
to catch up with your
I
class.
need some ice cream.
And not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your
Doesn't matter what
OWLs
flavor.
at the end of
It's
the
for
year.
my ass.
Right.
Yes, your ordinary
He really did.
wizarding
He
level
just like
exams. They will determine
hit me
what type of
once
career
to the
you have
ground.
when
I
you
went
leave.
off away from
After
him a little
much
bit, and
discussion
then
with
come
the
back and
Headmaster and
fucking
the Department of Magical Education of the
bam,
Ministry,
dead.
we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
I do like my clock though. I finally got the hands on the clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Killing
Very
it.
nice.
Alright, I'm back.
I was just telling
Hey.
him I do like my clock though, because where I put it, I don't have to look for a time or anything. It's just right there. I don't know if you could tell where I put
It
it
is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep
in my
track
game
of
room.
what you are learning so that you
I
master
didn't really
all
see
that
where
is
you put it,
expected of
like,
you.
noticeably.
Yeah, I put it in my game room, so like that's where I look up. I can look up there all the time and be like, hey, what time? Oh, there it is. Because I used to have my
Where you going?
computer up,
Yeah.
and then look over there in the bottom right hand corner and be like, oh, yep, this is the time.
Perhaps seeing it in
Now
action
it-
will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and
Oh, that's
we'll
nice.
the test.
Yes.
This way.
I just like it.
I
It's
certainly
very
would have
unique.
appreciated something like the field
Yeah.
guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that stuff? See what details.
First challenge.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Okay. Send me to my first classes.
Should be. I think it's going to be in the cabinet though. Keep it up pretty high. Give me 1 second.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue
Got a
flames
very
to
angry
get around
flame
a bit
kitty on me.
Your
Oof.
field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up
And no
find
catnip.
Central Hall.
Don't need none.
Now I gotta try to make him run off so I can go do what I need to do.
Yeah.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead
Oh, you betcha me.
directly to Central
Oh, man.
Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to return both charms and defense against the dark arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
You did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the
Be
castle.
right off. Good. Why is it so fucking hot in the house?
Got that heater running.
I guess so.
Precisely what Professor Fig said.
Let's see.
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes.
I ran off the
You
angry
seem
kitty.
to have provided our new
You need
fifth
to-
year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Kelly, tell me that guy doesn't look blind.
Good luck today.
He is blind.
And remember to use your field guide.
Shut
It
up.
will be invaluable.
He's definitely blind.
Yeah.
And invaluable to me. As I'll be
Yeah, well,
using
we
it to
always
keep
thought
up
about
to
that
date
about
on your
Amber.
progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've
Got him.
both
Got him,
classes
Coach.
today, and
Damn.
I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned, and we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Revelio.
Yeah, I know this one's right here. Might as well grab it. Where am I going? Talk to Professor Fig. Got it.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. and she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are,
An exhausting
I believe
dialogue,
the
but
ability
that's
you
about all I'm
possess
doing.
obliges
Past
you
that
to
for
be
this
well
stuff.
trained.
Yeah.
Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of
I'm
witches
gonna
and
get
wizards to
the
guide you. Speaking of
side
guides,
quests as I go.
and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okay. Open guide. Shows me where my shit is.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okay. There.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to
Lay
this.
down.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
No.
I've been racking my brains long enough.
Lay down.
I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Good boy.
Okay.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something. The mystery?
Actually, what about the math doors? How are we going to treat those? I'm going to get them as we find them.
Do you want to find the first key, the key one,
What do you mean?
and show them, like, where it shows you where to get the
Oh, yeah, we should probably do that. That's in the... I know where it's at, never mind.
It's in the Grand Hall, or Great Staircase, or whatever.
No, I thought it was, Astrological Tower.
Pretty sure it's the Grand Staircase / Great Hall area. Because the doors at the base of the stairs lead you straight outside.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the great poacher raid of 1870.
She walks so slow.
Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity. especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Good. Good. There's Levioso.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Which class do you do first?
Dark Arts. But it really doesn't matter. Because
No.
gotta do both anyway.
Yeah.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember. Good. Now, well done.
There we go.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by duel. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Sebastian.
Now, I want a fair duel.
Oh, you fought Sebastian?
Yeah.
So, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
I know. Protego.
A perfectly executed Levioso.
Keep going.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hackett. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we
Oh.
can expect great things.
The water
from
fountain you're right next to, I did
I
grab that
demand
page.
excellence from my students. They are
Okay.
capable of
Since I knew
achieving
it was right there.
and they must
Right.
achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can.
And he's done.
Perhaps Mr.
Very
Sandman
nice.
has some ideas for you. Again,
His face and
well
wings
done
are
today.
fucked up.
I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
That's always good.
I mean, I brought the hammer in.
That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is just
Nice work. I
I
enjoyed
mean,
that.
that's kind of a given.
That
If
duel
I
was
bring the
quite
hammer
something.
in, their face is going to get
Everyone
wrecked.
was talking about it.
Oh yeah.
Certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
What's funny is I actually broke his face
In
with
fact, it
Megalodon.
was. Perhaps I had a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention.
I kept him lined up with his
talent.
face and kept doing
You
the heavy
know,
attack.
You might be a
Nice.
perfect
I was hoping that
fit for
Rajang
certain
would fucking show
exclusive,
up, but he didn't. I was like, damn it, I
unsanctioned
just
dueling
want to fucking
organization.
mount Rajang.
Hmm.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned.
Means I gotta fight him again.
We'll see if your performance is
Damn.
due to sheer luck
That's
or
alright, I don't
actual
mind.
skill.
It's really not
Look
even
for
for a
Luke
weapon
and
I'm gonna
Bratton
use
near
a
the clock
lot.
tower entrance.
But the bitch has 100%
If
affinity.
you're interested.
Yeah.
So if I'm making an affinity